Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator 2. If you missed the last episode and you want to go back and check it out, I'll put a link up in the upper right hand corner so you can easily do so. Alright, let's get into the email here. Let's see what we've got to work on for today. Let's start with this upgrade because this was a leftover from the previous episode. So let's make sure we get this one done. I don't see an expiration date, but you never know, right? You never know. All right, this one says, can you help me out with something? I'm in the market for some upgrades. I'd like you to upgrade the graphics card. I need 2 GPUs installed in my system. I think number stickers would look cool on a PC. Can you do that? I could do a Strike Back Go on this PC. Can you handle that, please? Thanks, Jay. All right, so Jay wants 2 graphics cards installed as well as some number stickers. We're not sure what numbers. Is it numbers or does that mean something else? I'm not really sure. I don't know. It's capitalized. Capitalized number stickers. And then Strike Back Go. I think we can make both of those things happen. Let's take a look at his stats here. Cooling Big Chungus. Didn't we work on a PC that was in the Big Chungus in the last episode? I think we did. So that's interesting. It's got a EVGA Z490 Dark, an 11600. It's getting a little old. And then he wants 2 graphics cards. What's he running now? Got a 1200 watt power supply, so we can pretty much put any 2 graphics cards in there he wants. He's got a 2080 Ti. So a lot of the newer graphics cards, I think the 3090 Ti you can run 2 of. But the rest of the 30 series you can't. And then the 40 and 50 series, I don't think you can run any of those. So if he's looking for something newer, we might have to go AMD because I believe we can still run multiple graphics cards with AMD. Will the new ones? I know some of the newer ones. I don't know if the newest ones will. You know what? Let's look in the shop real quick. I just want to see graphics cards. We're going to sort these by price. Oops. We want price descending because we want to start with the most expensive stuff. Obviously, the 50 series isn't going to work. I know none of the 40 series. I mean, look, 4090s, single GPU. 5090, 7900 XTX, max multi-GPUs. That's one. So maybe the 6900, those might be the last. So yeah, there's a 3090. We can run 2 of those. I don't think his budget is high enough though. Because I mean, that thing's $2,000. And I think, yeah, 3750. So we need to be at like 1800. Ooh. Yeah, 7900 XT. So the 6950, we can run 4. Yeah, the 3090, we can run 2. Huh. Yeah, we're going to have to look through this. So that would put us over budget. Those 3090 Ti's. 3080 Ti, I know that you can only run a single one of those. 7800, yeah, man. We might be able to do like a 6900 XT. That puts us in the ballpark. Ooh, yeah, we'll have to take a look at that. When I step away to figure out what we're gonna put in this thing. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and accept this one. I'm pretty sure we can make all of that work. All right, then let's just go up to this fix. We're gonna save this water cool for the next episode. But let's take a look at this fix. It says, hello. So I broke my PC the other day. Please change the water in the cooling loop. My PC's been loud lately. Can you do anything about that? I think Choco stickers would look cool on a PC. Can you do that? Okay, so we've got a few things going on here other than just replace coolant. It's been loud, so we're going to need to like set the fans to eco mode or something to make it less loud. And then put some Choco stickers on there. That seems easy enough to make happen. Let's take a quick look at the stats. I'm just curious. Not that they matter. Wait, he's custom water cooled. Something you can't overclock on a A320 board, can you? I don't think you can. Ryzen 7 3700X. He spent more on water cool. 1200 watt power supply. And an RX 580. What kind of weird... Alright. right, whatever. We just need to replace the coolant and adjust the fans and put some stickers on it. Let's just go ahead and accept that one. Like I said, this water-cooled one, we're going to wait on. I'm going to go ahead and open up the shop because I know I'm going to have to order some stuff. But, I've got a spares and repairs PC we're going to work on today. In fact, I think I ordered it in the last episode. It was sitting out in the hall, so here it is. It's got some broken parts, broken power supply, broken RAM. Not really going to be an issue. I'm pretty much going to strip this thing out. That back fan looks like it's mounted backwards as well. I'm pretty much going to take everything out of here. Yeah. Am I going to use anything? Maybe the hard drive? Does this thing have an NVMe? It does. Probably reuse that. The case, the fans, obviously, unless some of the fans don't work. But yeah, everything's coming out of here pretty much. And we're going to build something from scratch. I've got an idea, and we'll talk more about it when I get the parts for it put into the shopping cart. But I'm going to hop into the shop. I'm going to get parts for the guy who wants 2 graphics cards and parts for the spares and repairs build put into the shopping cart. And as soon as it's in there, I will come back and I'll show you guys what we're going to put in that spares and repairs build, as well as what graphics cards I figured out for, what's his name, John? I think his name is John. All right, for the spares and repairs PC, I don't know why stuff gets put in this order. Maybe it's just the order I put it in the shopping cart. Anyway, we're going to start with the spares and repairs PC. We're going to slap in an i9 14900K, an MSI MEG Core Liquid S360. Because we don't get to play with some of the most expensive things in this game, for whatever reason, I like to build with them sometimes. We're going to slap in the most expensive graphics card that might be in the game, or at least the most expensive one I have access to, the MSI RTX 5090 Supreme SoC. We're going to put in an Antec Signature 1300 watt Platinum power supply. Also, I've got a motherboard that's already in my inventory. It's an MSI Tomahawk that uses DDR4, and I've also got some DDR4 RAM in my inventory that I'm going to use. And yeah, that's about it for that one. For the PC, where the guy wants 2 graphics cards installed, we're going to slap in some RX 6900 XTs because that's about all that fit in his budget. That's about it. All right, so let's go ahead and buy all of that now. For next day delivery, we'll do the continue shopping. Let's close that out. This is in transit. This is in transit. Everything's in transit. That thing's sitting over there on the table. Let's go over here. We'll turn off the lights. Let's end the day. We can get everything in, and we can get to work and hopefully make some money. Maybe we'll sell something. Oh, I also need to take a look. In the last episode, we had one of the PCs, I guess when my game save broke, one of the PCs that was out in the storefront decided it didn't want to be for sale anymore. We may have time to take a look at that today. We may. Let's get these lights turned on. Let's come over here. Let's get all of our stuff. Let's see. We've got the fix. Let's go plop that there. Like he's just got clear water in that thing. Then let's grab this upgrade. We'll get that there. Let's get started with this fix. So we need to replace the coolant. I'm not really sure why. I mean, guess it looks okay. Who knows? It looked like it was clear. Let's just put the same thing in, I'm guessing. White clear. Where's just clear, clear? Clear. Clear, clear, clear. Let's let that run through. And then he wanted... His fans were too loud. I mean, he's only got 2 blasted fans in this thing. So we need to adjust the fans. Make sure this thing boots. Let me hop into the BIOS as well. That way I can... Oh my gosh. Okay. old school BIOS. All right, once this thing gets up and going, I was trying to listen to the fans. Let's get USB drive in here. And we will get somewhere down here is the fan control. Ooh. There we go. And it's installing slowly, so that's perfect. All right. Let's see here. Let's do custom eco apply. Custom eco apply. I mean, that's about the best we can do, right? Are those turning? I hope. Okay. All right, and then he wanted numbers. Number stickers. Well, let's go ahead and button this bad boy up. We'll take a quick look at it. I mean, it's... fans look wonky, but he didn't tell us to replace them. He just said they were too loud. He just said, too loud. Okay, number stickers. Does he mean actual? That's what I'm wondering. I mean, here's shapes, warning signs, symbols. Is there something that's called numbers, stickers? Yeah, just these, just numbers. Right. It didn't say what color. So how about... Dude, I don't know. I don't know what he wants. Big number 9. I'm just not sure. Let's shrink this down. A number 1. Okay, so sure. Let's go put this out here. Let's hope that that's what he wanted. Let's just hope. Okay. So he wants us to upgrade. What color are these cables? Really need a way to figure out what cables customers have in their PCs. It would make things so much easier. I put the wrong stickers on that thing. Hold on. Fix. Choco stickers. It was the other PC wanted number stickers. Oh. Let's clear these. Did I not clear these stickers? Well, all right. That's great. So once you get them off of here, you can't remove them? Okay, well, let's, this ought to be interesting. Let's find the Choco stickers. I don't know why I thought this was the numbers. Is this what he wants? Choco sticker? Can I just make this huge and make it cover the 9? I can. Excellent. We're just going to cover up my mistakes. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that one was numbers. This is the one that wants number stickers. Okay. back on track. Let's get these graphics cards. So we've got these two 6900 XTs. Not sure why they want two graphics cards, but, you know, it's not for me to question. We'll get those installed. I need to cable this. So it looks like the connector's black. But the cables may be orange? Like, maybe these? That looks right. Okay. Let's power it on. I'm going to hop into the BIOS. See what we need. If we need some XMP, sure did. Another booting from a hard drive. Perfect. Just what we like. Nice. Slow booting. This one, I think, didn't they want, what was it? Strike Back Go? Number stickers and Strike Back Go. Okay. So let's go here. Tools. No rear fan, no front fans. What is it with these people and not having fans? I'm not going to search because half the time the search doesn't work. I just want to find Strike Back Go. Here we go. Perfect. Let's get this side panel back on. You can take a look at this thing. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, so that's almost done. We got to put number stickers on this one. We're going to go ahead and say apply to glass. Clear that out. Numbers was at the end, wasn't it? Or near it? Yeah, here we go. We're going to go with the same thing. We'll do see, we can do a 1 there. We'll do a big... huge 9 on the back. I don't know why you'd want number stickers. But sure, whatever. Whatever. Okay. So this can go out here. We should be able to collect some money. Then I might go grab that PC that's out in the front. Yeah. Let's take a look. Let's clear these out. We got another water cool and a build. Okay. Okay. Let's come down here to this upgrade. We did number stickers. We put Strike Back Go. And we put 2 graphics cards in. 5 stars. My PC got a better graphics card. And the number stickers were a nice touch. So glad I made sure I got the right stickers on the right build. We also leveled up to a 26. Let's get rid of that. Quit. Can you... Oh, there we go. This one was replace the coolant, adjust the fans, and Choco stickers. So we did that. Hopefully me putting on the wrong stickers and then covering it up didn't mess something up. 5 stars. They replaced the coolant and my PC is running a lot quieter. Excellent. Alright, we can delete that one. You won't believe the prices. Well, maybe we'll see. Leveled up. These components are available in the shop right now. Pattern cable pack 3. Alright. A couple of EVGA cases. Corsair fan. And I'm not sure what that is. MF120G. That sounds like a fan. Or cooler or something. Okay. Great. Perfect. Perfect. Let's look at spares and repairs real fast. 11700. A broken 1080. That's actually not that bad. Sure. 12700K and a broken 5500. That's not bad either. That's pretty bad. That's not great. Not great. Not great. You know what? Let's get this one as well. Okay. Let's go out here. I think I saw that we sold. Did we sell the broken PC? It sold. Weird, because it was very much not working, it said. Okay. So it sold. All right. So we made a profit of $2,595. Hey, at least it's out of here. At least it's out of here. Let's get our money for that. All right. So we don't have to fix that. Perfect. We can just get to work on this guy. We're going to pull everything out of here, including the cables and... Oh, how did I do that? Why is it not letting me disconnect cables? I want to disconnect cables, not open and close. Why is that telling me to close the panel? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think this had, yeah, this sticker RAM was broken. Get this open. We can save this CPU. We'll put it in another build, I'm sure. We probably will use that drive, though. Does that look dusty to you guys? It kind of looks dusty to me. Let's take this fan out. It seems like it's flipped around backwards. It may not be, but let's turn it that way. It just, yeah. Oh, it is dusty. Okay. Let's get this thing dusted. We still need to pull that power supply out because it's not good. Let's get that unplugged. I don't know what I'm just unplugging everything. Let's get that out of there. Okay, I think we're ready to start. I'm going to leave the hard drive in there because it should be fine. And, you know, it's worth something. It's worth something. So, the motherboard, I marked it in here. Here it is. So this MSI MAG Z690 Tomahawk Wi-Fi DDR4 motherboard. Let's get that in here. And we'll get this thing ready for CPU and RAM and the drive. But we are going to de-lid because even though it's not necessary for this build, we're not custom water cooling it. It does give us, you know, a little extra money. Extra money's always good. So for the RAM, let's sell all the broken items. We'll just get rid of all that stuff. These were the ones I had in the inventory. Sounded like they would work the best. 3600 megahertz, 16 gig HyperX Fury. We've got 2 sticks. We'll have 32 gigs of RAM in here. That's not bad. I think they're RGB as well. I didn't really pay attention. For storage, this is what was in this build already. We're just going to reuse it. Like so. And then we do have, I think that graphics card is 3 slots. And this is going to need to come off for the cooler. Oh, right. Power supplies. We've got this Antec Signature 1300 Platinum. That's the one we're going to put in here. And we should be able to go ahead and put this PSU cradle back in. And that is all good. All right. We're getting somewhere. Let's go de-lid this 14900K. There we go. Get over here. Get over here, heat gun. The weirdest heat gun I've ever seen. Let's get this thing de-lidded. All these animations take way too long for me. You can only hear my mouse. I'm clicking away, trying to speed it up. It just won't do it. But if they could speed up these animations, that would make me super happy. Right. Okay. Okay, let's get the varnish. Varnish applied. Then we'll get our silicone. It always seems to take way too long. Maybe it's just because I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. Maybe you don't need to fill in this whole thing. I don't know. There we go. Liquid metal. A little bit. Little dab will do ya. Let's get the IHS back on. We'll get this thing clamped down. Then we can get this put into our build. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let's get our 14900K installed. Oh my gosh, with the panel. Let's see, tools, thermal paste. We'll just do a nice little line down here. Then we need our CPU cooler. We've got this MSI MEG Core Liquid S360. We're gonna install it up here in the top. I think it's got a screen there. It should look pretty cool. Then we need our graphics card. We've got this MSI RTX 5090 Supreme SoC. $3,650 graphics card. Holy crap. So it's a 2-slot, and let's fill in. Can this thing stop with the closed panel when I'm not on the panel? Jeez. Okay, so we don't need to run any coolant lines this time. We just need to cable it up. So let's do cables. Let's leave it with the black connectors. Don't I have some custom cables that are like black and white or something that I did? There's gray white. Those might work. I don't remember what I've made custom cable wise. Let's see what we have. Just do a B. That didn't help. Got those. Look at the gray. Gray white. These might be what I'm looking for, what I'm thinking about. Let's do the ribbon braided. Let's see how those look. I don't like that. What about the flat? I like that better. I feel like I'm really zoomed in. Get all this cabled up. Sure, we'll need to adjust some light colors. Also need to install some panels. Get that installed. Let's get this top done. Perfect. We'll probably close this door even though, you know, that's kind of bad luck. Let's get our USB drive in. And yeah, let's close this. Now it won't let me close it. What in the world? Something's funky with the hitbox. Okay, let's power this on. I'm gonna hop into the BIOS. We're gonna take a look and see if we need to turn on XMP. It looks like we do. Go here. Okay, we're booting from the NVMe. Perfect. Let this thing reboot. I don't know if it's gonna have to install the OS or if there's junk already on here. Yep, junk is already on here. As far as I know, there's no way to clear that off. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. I don't know. What am I looking for? Lighting. I zipped right past it. Okay. Select all. We're going to do static. I'm just going to go for white. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah. I don't hate that. I wish we could get the proper connectors for these new graphics cards, the 12-volt high power, whatever it is, so we don't have to use this stupid 4-up thing. I don't care for it. The build would look so much cleaner if there was just a single wire coming out here. So, you know, if any devs are watching, it'd be really nice, especially since we've got some of the newer power supplies in the game that do allow for plugging straight into that. Anyway, there it is. There's our spares and repairs build. Let's go put this thing out in the storefront. Maybe that one will sell next episode. All right, so we need to name it. Oh, we didn't customize the case. Let's go put a sticker on it. Totally forgot. That gives us lots of money for doing absolutely nothing. Let's see. Let's change this color. We'll just make it black. Let's do electrical warning. Oh, all this is glass. Hot dang. That actually looks kind of cool there. Okay. Now we've customized the case. Let's put this thing here. Now we've got our $50 for case customization. Nothing for new cables. You either get one or the other, either new or custom. But we did get 50 for custom cables. We did delid. We did overclock by turning on XMP. I did not do a custom water loop this time. We did customize the LEDs, and I still, amazingly, have a 5-star Bongle rating. So we need to name this. There are no names on my Discord server that fit this one. Again, if you want to name one of these PCs, you can do so by going to my Discord server. There's a link down in the description. Go to the Name a PC channel, read the rules, and submit a name. I'm just going to name this MSI PC build. There we go. It'll get us our $50. It's not exciting, but hey, whatever. Now I want to get this to a 50% chance of sale, or at least close to it. So let's see what we can do about that. All right, let's go for $14,500. 52% chance of sale. Perfect. I'm not going to nickel and dime this thing to get it right at 50. 52 is close enough. So yeah, there it is. The MSI PC build. Let's go ahead and list that for sale. That's not a bad looking PC. Again, I wish we could turn these things on, but I don't think we can. Nope. I'm pushing P for power, and it's just not working. But it would be so cool if when these things are sitting here in the storefront, they could be on with all the lights running. It'd be nice. Sweet. That's a good looking build too. Toxic waste. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I like that one. And it looked so cool if it was lit up because it had green lights and stuff in it. Oh well. Maybe in another update. Maybe in another update. All right. I think that's all we got for this episode. We get... Oh, the purchases. I was going to say, did we get more emails? Nope, just the purchases. We do need to go put those in the storage closet. I'll do that later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ring the bell if you want to be notified as soon as a video from me goes live. I do have a Discord server if you want to join it. There is a link down in the description. I also do stream over on Twitch. If you want to come hang out when I am live, there's a link to my Twitch down in the description as well. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next episode.